Right, so we've got, so this question is about perimeters. Now, the perimeter of a shape just means the length of the outside part of the shape, essentially. So imagine we had to wrap a piece of string around this shape, then the length of that string would be what the perimeter is. Or if it's a really big shape, you can imagine how long would it take to walk up, or not how much time, but how far would you walk if you walked around the shape. There's just the length around the outside of the shape. So we have what we have in this case is we have the shape being made out of these rectangles. And we have the dimensions of these rectangles, which means we know the length of this bit here, and this bit, and this bit. And we also know the length of this bit. In fact, essentially, those lengths there are what are the well, actually, maybe I might just ask you if you could tell me what would be those lengths. So you realize that the little purple arrow is the same as this distance here. So you knew that that is 2 centimeters, and because there are 3 of them, then the whole distance, that's the wrong tool, the whole distance there, let's use black, would be 6 centimeters because it's just 3 times 2 centimeters. This one here, there's only one of them, so it is just that length there, which is 6 centimeters. We just want to know the length around the outside, so we need to know what that length is, and then we would add it to this 6 centimeters. Then we want to work out what this length is here, and then we want to work out what this whole length is here. And essentially these ones here, in fact, if I just color code this one in purple, because that's the same as these ones, we just want to know the length of all these black arrows added together. That would be what the perimeter is. It's the length around the outside of the shape. Okay, so see if you can work out the length of each one of those black arrows. All right, so we have. So let's just have a look at. So you got the right answer, 28. Don't forget the unit. It would be 28 centimeters. And so what we've got is we've got 6 plus 6, which will be 12 centimeters. Do you want to just write that in there, in just while I'm explaining the rest of this? And then we've got 8. Now, how did you come up with 8? Well, it's because it's 8 on the other side, isn't it? How did we get this 6? Because it's the length of that side there. How did we get this 8? Well, it's because it's 6 plus the 2. So that's 8. And then we just add them together. I'm just going to remind you, and you got it right anyway, so well done. But I want to just also remind you about this chunking technique here. So what we did is we did 6 plus 6 plus 8 plus 8. And these two, we might know already that 6 plus 6 is 12. And we know already that 8 plus 8, we might know that is 16. Of course, 6 plus 6 is the same as 2 times 6, and 8 plus 8 is the same as 2 times 8. So if you know times tables, then you could also do it that way. Then we got 12 plus 16. Now, many people can just do this in their head. Some people might struggle. So if you do struggle, what you do is you take this 12 and you chop it up into 10. Let's write that 10 a bit more neatly. Oh my God, there we go. Plus 2 plus 10 plus 6. Now, 10 plus 10 is easy to add. It's just 20. And 2 plus 6 is easy to add. It's 8. And then you get 20 plus 8, which is also easy to add, which is 28. So there are ways to make it easier for yourself, although it does obviously make it take a slightly longer.